don't get the steps.
Welcome to Sitka.
Alright, so thanks for coming to the Raptor Center today. My name is Diana, and more importantly, this is our bald eagle named Spirit. It says hello. So Spirit has been with us since 2016, and we knew that she was actually only a few months old when she came in. She was full grown, but she looked a lot different. She didn't have the classic white head and tail that you see here today. It takes 5 years to actually get this adult plumage. But when she came in, she was this really dark chocolate brown color all over. Even her eyes and her beak were almost black in color. They were really dark. And so all of those features, they gradually changed during the first 5 years of a bald eagle's life.
Look what I found! Look what I found! Look what I found! So excited!
Hi, I'm Matthew.
And I'm Susan. Together we love to travel.
One of our favorite places to be.
Is aboard a Norwegian ship at sea.
Good food, drinks, and friends.
Make a relaxing trip indeed.
So come along with us
as we let the sea set us free.
She could do all that totally fine in the Raptor Center. She did it just fine on her own. They put her in the release program, released her. The very second they released her, she went and dive bombed the tourists and sold her hot dogs again. Now, I have to be honest, if I was a hawk, I might like dive bomb the crab shack, I might dive bomb the salmon, I mean something, but hot dogs? So I'm thinking maybe they fed her hot dogs, because that's all she wanted, that's the only place she bothered. So, of course, they got scared. She got called, police called on her again. So now she is not only, she has a record, but she has a rap sheet. And so, I think she's awesome. So, she's a permanent resident because she cannot be trusted to be out on her own. Bears here. So, this here is actually the national park. I was talking to you guys about it before. We had 2 battles here in Sitka. And one of the battles was right out here, out front. That's the Battle of 1804. It's the second battle, and it was between the Russian-American Company and the Clinkins. So if you guys do make it down here, there's a lot of history in there, and the 12-minute video down there would go over a lot of that with you. And then here are the totem poles. They have 18 totem poles in there, and this is where the carver will be. Now, there are different totem poles with different clans in here. So some of the tour guides cannot explain all of the totem poles to you because if they're of native descent and they're of a different clan, they can only explain to you the totem poles from their clan. So that's why they have the information center down in there with the guides. So Clint, the other driver, he's from one of the clans here, and he can describe that totem pole right there down on the lower level, but the 3 up top, he does not have permission from the leaders, top leaders of the other clan to tell you about those totem poles. So you're not allowed to have permission from them. So you guys are getting a little extra tour. So you're welcome. So showed you on the right-hand side. And as I go up here, and before I turn back up the hill, I'm going to point out straight down to the light down there. That is downtown. That light from there, everything this direction is historical. Everything to the left, well, more straight from here, is food, shopping. Then you have the Russian Orthodox Church. As we turn this corner, you should be able to see the steeples there. And if you see the post over there for the bridge, that's the O'Connell Bridge. And right on the other side of that, that's Castle Hill. So Castle Hill. Okay, I wanted to make sure you guys can hear. So Castle Hill is actually where they did the signing and the transition while Alaska was purchased. So there's a lot of history up there. There's a rampway to walk up. It's a little easier than there's a set of stairs, but it's at the very end of downtown. It was built in Rockport, Massachusetts, but with that gazebo, that was the end of one of the scenes where Sandra Bullock was driving up along Silver Bay right here. It was the part of the movie where she was driving to the airport. So she drove along this road right here, and the scene ended right there at that gazebo. Right. We had the gray whales, which it was a gray whale yesterday that we saw. They're starting to follow in. The king salmon is in this back corner when you turn around and go back further into the bay there. We have Metabeechi hatchery, and the kings run up in there. So the grays have been following them up. About 3.5 weeks ago, I had gray whales in here, and one of them was scrubbing. So they'll get right on the shoreline, right on the beach, and they'll scrub their undercarriage on the rocks over there. So as we're turning that mountain off to the right there, that's Sugarloaf Mountain, and they were scrubbing right on the shoreline over there. Yesterday, when it filled the second time, it was actually headed that direction, but we never saw it again. It was bad.
Welcome to Fortress of the Bears.
Admissions or anything you buy in our wonderful gift shop downstairs, all of that goes straight back to the Bears. So we want to give you guys a very big thank you for coming and visiting our Bears and supporting our cause. If anybody has any additional questions, again, my name's Jillian. I'm up on this top deck. We also have a bunch of other people running around with Fortress of the Bear uniforms and can answer your questions as well. So thank you guys so much for coming and visiting us, and have a wonderful rest.
They're nice. Look at them. Hi.
If it all goes well, then we can bring on younger girls, we can have girls. Hi, Lisa. They also do some experiments with the game. This is now like a 500 14-year-old but if we do get maybe. Nikiski was also sleepy today. She likes to run after the girls, try and assert her dominance. You see, Nuka wants to play with Toby. We don't know if Toby actually knows how to play. We're gonna have the girls teach her. But Toby likes to run after the girls to kind of assert her dominance, but because they're so much bigger. But they've been doing really well, so not as much running. They've been kind of sleeping around each other, playing, eating, and that's the goal. We want them to be comfortable enough to do what they would regularly do. So they're doing pretty well.
How long do they usually work?
In the wild, they will live mid to late 20s. In human care, it's 30 plus. So the oldest brown bear in human care on record was 47, and the oldest black bear was 42. There's a hole in the wall. They have one in there too. That's their indoor den. So we can lure them in there. They know their names. They kind of know the routine. So like every morning they're around there. We put food in there for them. And there are little things right down there. That's a couple of gates.
Oh, somebody's got an itch.
Up, stretching around.
Oh, yep. Oh, that's the spot. Yep, that's the spot.
Usually not. Sometimes when we so half of their diet is in there. That'll keep her on the line. There comes your sister. These were the water purification plants for the old Pope.
It's like, darn, I have to go get it.
Kiss me. You gotta go get it. You'll get occupied with hers. What was the question? The science center? They have 5.
Just like we do.
Yep. Right there. You gotta go get it. I'm not gonna go throw another one for you. No, all gone. Go get it.
Sounds like your kids, Susan.
I know, right? I'm not going to do it for you.
All of our
There's one up on the hillside too.
Welcome to the Sitka National Historical Park.
Yes.
That's a small one.
That's what we got.
Down to your right. No, we go here. The way they used to do it. And then they did the dock at the end and the private dock. Let's see. So there's the herring were all out here too. And we get $700 in tickets just getting herring. 15 herring a bag, $5 a bag. We made $700. I'm like,
So we went through the visitor center here at the Sitka National Historical Park. If you're here in Sitka and you get a chance, make sure you stop by. There are plenty of trails to walk. We just didn't have time to do it today.
In the gift shop at the Science Center. And then there is a salmon chowder. As long as she's down there, there's a salmon chowder cart. And it runs right along Crescent Harbor in case you guys go for a walk, turn around and need to ask for directions. One thing people have asked me about, oddly enough, is a grocery store.
Now that we are done with our tour, we are going to go find some lunch because we are really hungry. Breakfast is done, long gone, and walk around town.
Did you have a fun time?
It was excellent. If you're ever here, make sure you check out one of the tours where it at least takes you to the Raptor Center and Fortress of the Bear.
But Sitka tours who we went through were excellent.
They were excellent. So we are here at the Coldwater Bar and Grill restaurant in Sitka, just a short walk away from the shuttle pickup spot in town where we can head back to the cruise terminal. We ordered our food, which will come shortly, but it's got a great feel to it. There was a line to get in, but we didn't have to wait too long. Food has arrived. Matthew got the halibut fish and chips, and I got the halibut BLT sandwich. Alright, lunch was good. Matthew's halibut and fish and chips, he said, was delicious. My BLT with the sweet potato fries also was good. However, it needed way more chili, the sweet chili mayo, and the fries were slightly underdone. But overall, pretty good. So now we're gonna walk around town, maybe do some shopping before we head back to the ship.